In this video, we're going to talk about creating a brand new email channel, and this is very easily done, but we're also going to go through what this looks like and why you'd want to create one. I have a very classic example here, which is a student who's messaged our bot, and when I've come to try to respond to the conversation, the student is actually offline. They're no longer on the live chat. They're not sat there waiting. This took place a couple of days ago, so it would probably be irrational for me to expect them to hang around for a few days, but I've not been able to respond to them, and that's frustrating. What we do have, however, is their email address, so we can use this within Gecko to send them an email. And let's get that set up now. Let's go to Settings, and we're already on the Channels page, so let's click Add New, and let's create a brand new email channel. Now, the first thing that we do is give this an internal title. Students never see this, so no worries at all. So I'm just going to call mine email channel because I'm not very creative. What we do have to be certain about, though, is what the sender email address is going to be. Now, when we send the email to the student, this is going to be the sender. This is going to be the email address that it looks as if the email is coming from. So I'm going to choose admissions@gecko.edu. The sender name then is just whatever you want this to be called. So I'm going to say admissions@gecko is my sender name. And you can configure a reply to option. This basically means when we send our email to the student, if they press reply, where is this email going to get sent to? By default, this will be the sender email address, but if you prefer that to be a different inbox, you can choose to do so. Once I'm happy with this, just hit save, and this creates the channel. You can see the actual email that we're going to be sending this from, because that's not a real email address for us to send it from. You also do have the option that if the student hits the reply button to the email we're about to send, instead of it going to admissions, if you'd like that response to come back into Gecko Chat, so you can have a threaded conversation back and forth on the chat platform, you can say, if they hit the reply button, respond to Gecko Chat and put it into the chat channel. Okay. So let's head back to our conversation and now see what we can do. Firstly, for my failed response 5 minutes ago, I've now got the ability to retry the message, but I can send this on the email channel. If I just wanted to type out a brand new response, though, I can actually come down to the message box, click on the bot live chat channel here, and say what I'd actually prefer to do is to start a new conversation via the email channel. And we can see here's the email address we're sending this to. Here's the name of the channel we selected. I can choose to include a transcript of the conversation if needs be. I'm going to remove that for the time being, but here's my message. Thanks for getting That's not how you spell regards. Regards. Perfect. So I'm going to send that message. And we can see in the conversation here, it says we've replied via the email channel. Click here to view the new conversation thread, which is going to open up just here. So we can see Gecko Chat actually automatically puts in my email signature because my account has got an email signature pre-set up. And if we come over to my temporary email, we can see here's the sender name, admissions@gecko. Here's the email address. And if we click on this conversation, it's going to open just as that standard email, which I could choose to respond to.